A husband and wife of 30 years are walking in a park. They see something ahead of them. The husband looks at his wife with a quizzical expression. The wife nods and they start walking in a different direction. Now, let's say the husband and the wife are newlyweds. When the husband looks quizzical at the wife, she likely asks, "What's the problem?" He now has to explain about the noise and what's happened before and how it could be dangerous and why they should walk away. The old married couple used high context language. What's that? It's where you need more than the meaning of words to understand messages. Decades of shared experience means they know each other so well they can communicate in a very simple manner. The newlywed man tried to use high context language but failed. Why? Because the couple didn't have enough shared experience. Confused about the look, the wife moved to low context language. What's that? It's where you only need the meaning of words to understand messages. Where did high and low context languages come from? High context came first, as soon as people started to form social groups. Once there were spoken languages, we communicated knowledge through storytelling, myths, and rituals. Meaning came from body language, tone, and context. Agricultural societies didn't need precision. Rice still grows if the rows are 5 or 7 centimeters apart. High's lack of precision often irritates lows. They want facts, not metaphors. I was a classic low when I moved to Taiwan. I was frustrated because there were so few facts. The more questions I asked, the more confused I became. I thought, no one explains things to me. High context language involves guessing, and low context language is clear. This makes lows lousy guessers, as for 30 years I've told my Taiwanese wife. Low context language started when cultures started to keep records of who owed the king tax money. Greek rhetoric and philosophy, particularly Aristotle and Plato, emphasized clear argumentation and logical structure. Western approaches to law were shaped by Roman law's emphasis on precision to avoid being ambiguous. Any contract with more than one meaning will be decided by a judge. We pay lawyers to write contracts with extreme clarity to avoid that. In the 17 and 1800s, there was a scientific revolution in the West. They needed clear facts and precise documentation. English and German became the languages of science because of their low context clarity and precision. The need for language precision soared with the Industrial Revolution. Machines require precision, as do instructions on how to use them. English became the global choice of low-context communication because of its importance to science and business, and because of the globe-spanning British Empire. English and Chinese are great examples of low and high context language. One Chinese character shows the difference. This is an ear, this is an eye, this is a heart. They combine to form ting, to listen. Well, you must have an ear, but why an eye? That's for context. Who is speaking there in your position? What was said before it? Who else is listening? Lots of things. You need a heart because you must consider how the message makes you feel. You combine the words spoken, add cultural context and emotion to decipher what the actual message is. English is so much easier. All you need is an ear. Okay, what can you do? It's relatively easy to adjust to low context language. You just need to use facts, not sayings or stories. Answer questions with yes or no. Make your points clear. One challenge is to disagree openly but politely. Your goal must be that the audience clearly understands your message, not that it doesn't hurt their feelings. It's harder for a low to use high context language, but it is possible. Your goal must be to not hurt someone's feelings or cause problems. Here are common examples about disagreement. High context. That will be difficult. That may not work. We will try our best. I used to teach Westerners that 2 objections means disagreement, and that anything other than yes, like we will try our best, means no. Low context. That isn't possible. That won't work. We can't do it. As long as you are not rude, like saying, that's a stupid idea, you will be fine. Don't use words like awful, crazy, idiotic, dumb. Try and use nouns and verbs. I'll end with some tips. Lows must use more than just their ears. Respect what you read or hear, even when it doesn't clearly answer the question. Be polite when you keep asking, and accept a certain amount of uncertainty. You might have to ask 3 people to get one clear, complete answer. Highs must accept that being clear is not being rude, as long as you do it politely. Never forget that what you consider rude, low context considers correct. Finally, never be afraid to try. All you can be is wrong, and that's how you learn.